in the hot springs. Still, spending time here, the Kaholasaurs are so nice and... Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was...
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden War.
And Kachina? Is she...
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection...
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her
Exactly. She deserves...
Alright, thanks for letting me know. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was... Like, think about all those monsters. Not that Paimon wants them to be in any...
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is... At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss is... But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right? That's right. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory, it was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of prime. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom.
And that's how it became so
Yes, and that's why we've been unable... Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss, now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
You must have had to sacrifice
Every battle, every responsibility. But I believe to think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations. It's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Not only... Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Whoa, this place is...
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the... Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just let's go somewhere higher up, so
Warriors of Natlan! We are those who grew alongside those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete.
What's going on?
This has never happened.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the... Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina
Pathetic.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the abyss? She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person...
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she... Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might, we don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then...
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer to prevent further casualties. I have decided to suspend the pilgrim.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is in fact, but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth. If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt...
No,
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question!
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any... I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends so... What?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the... Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further...
Did she just...
I believe she did. Let's go.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't— until we find and address the cause of the unrest.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom—
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but would sit peacefully and wait for her return?
That's not fair.
It's all right. I understand. Believe me, I want to bring her, but please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean?
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, but if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. The raw truth can be cruel.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike—
No.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I—
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be people who suffer. Once doubt has crept in, their ultimate goal isn't to to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the— I understand your anger, Mualani. That provided some clarity, at least.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second.
I owe you an apology, Archon.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without
I've considered that, but without the chance to fight the Abyss, with fewer participants, the amount of contending—
So, essentially...
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't— Your sense of self. Imagine pouring a cup of— I won't sugarcoat it. That is the—
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to—
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that—
I failed to protect her during our campaign.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you and the Masters of the Night Wind. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link, but then comes the hard part. You need to visit the— rescue her.
But isn't the night—
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is, however, know that the—
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Hyman's the only one who's—
See, Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind, once it was originally you, colonial artifact wielded by—
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing—
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will— Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the—
Yeah, things were pretty—
That's more like it. Perhaps even more than you— Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will.
I didn't think if things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot spring. But don't worry. This talisman means—
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is the gradual corrosion caused by the abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy. And we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our The abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan. And
We can't let the general public know.
no, if the public learned that Natlan's but if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity.
Another simple choice. The latter was
I have never subscribed to the belief. Let's go. There's.
You mean?
Yes. The sacred flame must never go. So until our heroes are.
But that can only last so long.
Don't let desperation cloud you. Those chosen by the Wyab have. All we can do is.
Even so, for you to make the.
If not me, then I possess great strength. But I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here...
Yeah. And
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goal, but I'm sure the captain has his own.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our...
No. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him. Besides, I'm sure you noticed.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very When we exchanged final blows, I sensed Can each go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must try...
is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something...
It feels like the Archon.
Should we go back and...
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name,
Okay, let's just...
That's Waina, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Waina. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so...
Whoa, hold on a second.
my friend Kachina is trapped within the Night...
Rescue her? From the Night...
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. The nature of battle is
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Waina.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Waina? This doesn't... Life isn't complete without taking risks. Been your mom...
It's... If you're that determined, far...
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the flower
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper. So she's... Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too.
Oh, you have a younger sister.
Yes. But let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom, in that sense,
We couldn't do that ourselves?
with a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have this
Who?
Vichama. He's got a keen eye.
Bichama?
He's one of Auntie Atea's Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Need a letter sent? I can help.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff top. Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use this...
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's...
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, once the connection is established...
Wow, you got all...
I just picked up on the bait. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime...
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a correspond...
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need one... No, two... Normally, you can only get obsidian from...
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with...
What do you think, Chaska?
A few. Then...
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Pine. Hang on for you. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be...
Deal.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually... All right, that's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got...
Perfect. Is that the only... Thank you so much. Well...
Relax. Everything...
I know, it's just... Kachina always carries all sorts...
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Bichama. How's he doing?
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night. but I don't know all the details. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant, but on the eve of battle, the Abyss...
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the... Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured... It's just... Vichama went into a deep depression after that. Oh, you're not wrong. But I've tried convincing him to move forward. The Abyss has caused so much suffering. Anyway, that's the gist of it.
Did you get everything?
Yep.
I've made all the necessary... As agreed, I'll help you. Go ahead. After Malco fell, if I had been there, I would have always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting...
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Soul.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will
Look at that golden thing! It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get close.
Don't...
Sir. Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
The process of elimination. Here you are.
Out of my way! Top right! Ring cutter!
Flicker.
Rain outlines your fate.
Deflect.
Let me weave you a verse.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Need a surfboard? Let's ride! Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's getting stronger.
The abyss is corroding his body.
I should have died 5 years. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No, why can't I?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold.
Voice. I'm so. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was you were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has.
Okay, I'll be.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. And now...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years.
Huh? What's that in your hands?
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malco.
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words.
Too bad. I never thought I'd actually die.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. Pisak. Maybe you're right. Vichama. I'm so glad. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, but it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave. For all these years,
Vichama.
I'm fine. When you asked for my help, but I also, once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable. If I could do it all that way, even if there are critical junctures in that's something.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel like I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will. Thanks to her, though, you were only brief. Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to... and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand?
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle
Honestly, it's just... They're back.
Koichi?
Don't play dumb with your own sis. My apologies, everyone.
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child and abandoned in the wild. That strength of will pushed her.
For some reason, Paimon totally.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was... Eventually, she found a... It sounds like she still argues with Koichi.
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing any...
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk...
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my... Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end...
All right, it's just the two of us.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should...
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't...
Well, technically I am...
Again with the excuses! We agreed, but a trip to the nut...
What do you mean, sneak into the place?
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you?
You feel like he went back on his word. What?
Oh, I knew it!
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same...
You don't know that! I'm a doctor, and I handle...
All right, whatever. Anything else?
You... What do you mean, anything else?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... You need to know something.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go?
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to...
About that...
If only Tone Deaf Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
It might be in a few more pieces.
Huh? I see. Still, stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom.
Watch your footing. And the sky, too, while we're at it.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient...
Well, it's fairly...
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one... Look, I wish... Still, all you need to do is...
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit...
There's no need to be so modest, young...
Archon,
You have nothing to be sorry. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's
Good eye.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. And physical items do a Now, if you're curious about an item...
Alright, we'll have a look. Hey, there's a fishing rod here.
That's right. It belongs... He and I met in a tavern. He told me about in his eyes, I saw...
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered... He managed to kill the fish, but... Can a fisherman claim victory if he failed?
Well, Paimon...
That was my answer as well. In the end, he didn't want his...
Wait, that means you...
Maybe we can go head to head. The powder still needs some time to settle. Well?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, does every item hold a special memory? Just like a tape?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve as They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking exactly. Even at the end of your take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make the future is the same way. It exists. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name.
That does kinda make sense.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past. While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of That's correct. At first, namely, a framework through which ordinary people can, by holding the pilgrimage, were able to In addition, the sacred flame will grant...
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger... I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon...
No matter what others may say, becoming the Archon doesn't mean you My father made the most delicious... One time, we didn't My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for... I still remember the way they...
Wow.
Isn't that what being as the Archon?
Well, what happened after that?
I believe she ended up Anyway, that's enough. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound ancient name. Take
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina!
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in, and the Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monster. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us.
It's okay. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back.
You're always like this, Kachina. Time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars. A hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you. And you'll get...
I'm... still...
All you need to do is place your No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it...
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after...
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
Alright, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just...
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the
Thank you so much.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical... Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Stand with me!
So we're underneath Natlan right now?
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civil... Humans only established their own society.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices... These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow...
So what you're saying is...
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creepy.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in.
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Everyone hold hands.
Our bond is strong. Rain outlines your fate.
Flicker.
Witness the power of Gawa.
Scatter. Here you are.
Lightning, terrified! Dissipate! Cover my guard!
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Rain outlines your fate.
Flicker.
Hey, make yourselves at home.
Our bond is strong. Let me weave you a verse.
Deflect.
Grow.
Dissipate! Know my soul! I'll settle this. Our bond is strong. Rain outlines your fate.
Flicker.
Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge.
Sorry for the trouble. Rain cutter.
Scatter.
open to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the pyro.
Yes. There's.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have...
That's it? Right. We still got...
So that means all we need to do is find...
Exactly. This light is streaming...
Yeah, these...
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. It's like it was seeking... I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone, but we had to destroy it.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets...
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best...
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Here you are. It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind.
Don't scare Paimon like...
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It's certainly...
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina!
Oh, honey?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of the—
Good idea. Let her rip! I see everything!
Flicker.
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! The Y-Up's power helped keep me hidden, so...
Had a girl. You did so well.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into words.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles, representing the... You can think of them like the body of each Waya. There are countless proxies scattered, but if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated
Still, we can't just leave the Y-Up to suffer.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And
maybe we really should leave.
No, I'm fine. Just up ahead. I'll
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you. But you don't have anything to prove either.
All right.
We've already come all this way.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Stand with me.
Y-Up? Y-Up! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Y-Up?
So we were right. The contamination. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul you tried to get him? He would have dispersed with. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but under his... No. I thought this naive little that is the tragedy of your ancient names. Pride. The Pyro Archon create. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina! Give me your hand. Feel that?
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not a...
You're right. Maybe, but you also couldn't...
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back. The power lies not in the but in our commitment to upholding that.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance.
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us.
Check this
out! Right here!
Let's ride!
Let's shred, Sharky! Carving waves! Right here! Carving waves!
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for
fantastic work, Kachina.
This makes me so... I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't...
It's probably a projection from the real world.
Wait.
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save. Still, seeing you pull it off, everything you said was exactly right. It took years worth of the Pyro Archons. Only then will we have the power to defeat.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the...
I've heard that name before.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayab under the name Umoja.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even its blaze will become one even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just
500 years ago, they foresaw the very...
We can go over the details once we get back. I know bits and pieces, but
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explain... Okay, that should be enough.
I hear your voice.
Great. Well then, I was going to I'll keep searching within myself for the answer.
You are already an outstanding child in my...
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you, focus on who you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. Go now, my children.
I know we've never met before, Wyab, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick,
It's a Sealy! The Sealy! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she...
She's still in the speaker's chamber.
So you're saying...
Every great display of power comes out of...
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a...
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty...
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyab mentioned...
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but...
Thank goodness you made it back. Take a seat, everybody.
All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another check. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
She's always been special like that.
Given the current situation, that ability will...
Of course. I still...
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between...
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very...
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact. Our looming destruction is not a recent...
Mualani told us a little...
500 years ago, unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal even then. It took centuries of solving the disasters, and still, this is but a superficial victory. The force...
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that but at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory. Our civilization was dying. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the hero.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure since the plan was mentioned in those memories, but there's still something I don't understand. Those memories...
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense!
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or but, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have... A human life is like a only by dying.
So, in other words, this is your...
Yes. If the Natlan of the future was to have the goal was to reunite. Once a tribe was back to it, the Chosen would then stand...
So that means...
That's right. You bear after your adventure in the Night Kingdom.
So in other words...
Yes. The 6 heroes successfully inherit. Once again, it comes down...
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection...
Exactly. It's just another tact. If we want to unblock that information from being passed... So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan. That's also why I haven't been able to take it.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell...
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could... Just like your determination...
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand, I can only trust in the judgment of... I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon. You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right!
Even though I sacrificed my power... After all, in addition to their sentimental value...
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items, over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried on their own. Each item's power is limited. By burning those items, I was able to activate the content. It was a rather crude approach, so...
But weren't they all precious treasure?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you... And then, it would... Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, if they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan...
Even when you put it that way...
The people and the events of the past are never truly... If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battle. Your deeds will become new legends.
Well, we'd still like to...
Well, now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having—
Try not to let it get to you. All right.
When I was young, they attract people. The people of the springs it's been really nice. I've witnessed their even I'm certain Mulan. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in dark. The abyss is a cup. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what if—
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. We will do everything we— even across time.
Yeah, Mom's— Oh, Siri—
I imagine— Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my—
War forged.
Who will...
We are the those who forged out. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Hey, you here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina.
Ah, well, you two had a fight.
She didn't cause any trouble during...
Yeah, she was
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
What? Do you really have to go that far?
No way. Chaska, I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason? In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone.
I always knew you could do it, with so much potential. You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person.
I had no choice.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to...
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to... When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was...
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone...
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong.
It's amazing that you...
So, what about you guys?
Our team captain drank too much that...
Serves you all right. No...
All right. There's no need... Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friend, this traveler and her companion Paimon. They've agreed to let me and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dayan-san. They all helped the traveler. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
How does it feel being a...
To be honest... Well, you better get used to it. Next... Hey, but...
My apologies. Everything comes at a price, and if you cling too tightly to your... But in any case, I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got questions. Because the thought of telling them you could just as easily... Imagine if I said I couldn't make them shoulder that burden. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or, of course, without me.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room.
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who, from what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude she played an instrumental role. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her. You feel lost keenly. It seems this is a war, and there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine.
Yeah!
I suppose, but even if the future ends in destruction, and it's precise, this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's one, your resistance to the corrupting power of the... If you agree to join us...
Ancient names?
They can. Possessing an ancient... The Ode of Resurrection, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will...
Yeah, we can't just...
Wonderful. We've never forged an...
My lord, We've received word, although your injury
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken. As for you, I must
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn You don't have much time.
I'm beginning to see just how useful. You heard something from here, didn't you?